Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm going to try this with the dogs again. It's actually really nice out right now. It's a little warm, but there's such a nice breeze going, so I thought we'd come out here and hopefully you can hear the birds singing in the background. And we'll get started with our all levels flow. If you want to come to a seated position on your mat. Easy seat or kneeling. Maybe you lie down on your back. Whatever feels good in your body today. And just start to become aware of how you feel. Maybe close your eyes. Notice the sound of your breathing. And then start to notice maybe some external sounds in the background, maybe the hum, the vibration of the ceiling fan, maybe the birds over here on my end. Maybe the soft breeze. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale through your nose, fill all the way up. And just hold it here for a moment. Don't hold your breath, just stop the inhale. Open your mouth, exhale it all out, empty out. Pressing the belly button in. Hold. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Exhale, let it out. And one more time. Inhale. And hold. And exhale it all out. Let your shoulders slump. Maybe roll them around. Exhaling all that tension out of your body. Alternating shoulder rolls. And then let's come down onto our backs. If you are going to use the playlist, let's get that. We'll take a few moments. Keep breathing. Maybe you fire up your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. Maybe there's a playlist linked to this. I will share it for you. And then when you're ready, we'll press play. 3, 2, 1, go. And just come down onto your backs, knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. We'll do one of our normal warm-ups, connecting our breath with our movement. Inhale the hips up. And exhale, lowering down. And again, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Feel the muscles release the tension as you lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale your knees up toward your chest. And lower them down over to the right. One full breath here. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, engage the core. Lift the knees across your body and lower them on the exhale to the other side. One deep breath here, inhale. and exhale. On your inhale, use your core. Lift the knees up to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Maybe bring your forehead in. Exhale, lower down. Take one big tip to toe stretch. Reach. And hug the knees in again, leading your head back. Lower the feet down. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, cross the ankle over the left thigh. And just press your hand against your knee gently. Inhale the foot back up. Point and flex the toe. Exhale, bend the knee, lower the foot back down. Other side, inhale the left leg. Exhale, cross the ankle over the right knee. Gentle press. Inhale back up. Point and flex. And lower down. Inhale the knee, hug the knees again. And then reach your arms overhead, stretch your legs out. Nice stretch. Maybe you lift your head up and then hug in, bringing the forehead to the knee. You can also do this with your head back. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Maybe lift your head up, maybe you leave it down. And then hug in, head to knee, or leave your head back. And we'll do that one more time. Reach and stretch. And hug in. I know you can hear that, baby bird. Rock up and down your mat. Come to a seated position. And then roll forward, coming into your tabletop. Bring your knees directly under your hips, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly. Look forward, tailbone curls up. I don't have much movement in my spine. Maybe you have more movement. Your belly could come way down. Nice dip in the back. Tailbone curls up toward the ceiling. Exhale, round and tuck. Tuck the tailbone under, pushing the pelvis forward, drawing the belly button in, tucking the shin. Inhale, drop the belly. Shoulders come back. Exhale, round and tuck. And one more, drop the belly. And round. When you're ready, curl the toes under, lift the hips up high. Coming into your downward facing dog. Press into your hands, spread the fingers. Pedal the feet here. And then come high up onto the tiptoes, as high as you can. Flex your quads, your thighs. Lower down, bend the knees, and straighten. Make your way to the top of the mat. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling your shoulders back. Inhale your arms overhead, press your palms together. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your fingers and press your palms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, take a side bend to the right. Inhale through center, and then to the left. Come back through center, release the fingers, reach up, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands out, or your feet out, wherever you are on your mat. Coming into your plank. Hands directly under the shoulders, pelvis tucked under, pressing through the heels. Lower all the way down. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Slide the hands back slightly, just next to the rib cage. Press up, leaving the elbows slightly bent. Lift the chest forward, shoulders roll down and back. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up high. And this time, walk your hands back to your feet. I'll direct that correctly this time. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. We'll begin again. We'll do that all over again. Interlacing the fingers, pressing up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. And exhale to the left. Lots of distraction today. Inhale, stay with your breath. Bend back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands out. Hold your plank. Bend your elbows back, squeezing the ribcage lower to a hover or all the way. Press all the way up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. These things in life, you have to work through, work past. Don't let them irritate you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And take a side bend to the right. Back through center. And to the left. Come back through center. Release the hands. Reach back. Lift the chest. Hips come forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Walk your hands out. Pause in your plank. Bend the elbows, lower to a hover. Lift up. Exhale. Come into your downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Walk your hands back. Slowly roll up. Inhale your arms overhead. Step your feet about hip distance apart. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Grab onto them. Take a big inhale. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Flatten the back. Draw the belly button in, making room for your fold. And then exhale, fold forward, pulling your chest towards your thighs. Creating space by drawing the belly button in. This is a lovely hamstring stretch right here. One of my favorites. You can bend your knees as much as you need to kind of ease the stretch, or bend them and then slowly straighten them back out. Or some people even alternate bending the knee, one knee and then the other. Inhale, lift halfway, release the toe, but slide your hand underneath your foot, palm to sole, lengthen through the crown, and then exhale, lower down over your thighs again, elbows out. Release the hands. Bring your hands to your hips. And And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, step the feet together. Reconnect with your breathing. Inhale your arms overhead. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Coming into your chair pose. Maybe your feet are touching together, squeezing the thighs together. Maybe you have your legs separate. Either way, weight is in the heels, belly button is drawn in, arms reaching up or forward, creating some muscular engagement in the shoulders. If you feel like there's tension, if you feel like your shoulders are coming up too high towards your ears, just lower your hands forward a little bit. Take that tension away. Lower your shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, walk your hands out to plank. Bend your elbows toward the back of the room, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog or cobra. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up high for downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg up behind you, flexing the foot. Point the toe, flex the foot. Bend the knee, open up the hip, letting your foot kind of hang behind you. Trying to keep your shoulders square, pressing evenly through both hands. And then bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it there. Inhale it back up behind you. And then step it forward in between your hands. Dial the left heel down. Rise up to your warrior one. Arms reaching overhead, fingertips toward the ceiling. Hips square to the front of the mat. Knee bent, knee is right over your ankle in the front. Pressing through the outside edge, the knife edge of your left foot. Nice straight leg behind you. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step the right foot back. Maybe leave it up in the air as you go through your chaturanga. If not, just lower it down. Go through your chaturanga. Lift up to upward facing dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog. Left side, inhale the left leg up. Flexing the foot. Point the toe, and then flex. Bend the knee, let the foot hang behind you, near your butt. Imagine trying to bring your heel to your butt. Can you touch it? And then bring your left knee to your right elbow as you shift forward. Hold it. And then inhale it back behind you. Step your foot forward in between the hands. Dial the right heel down. Coming into your warrior one on the left side, squaring the hips. Belly button's drawn in, engaging your bandhas. Pelvic floor engaged. Bring your hands down. Step your left foot back. Maybe you leave your left foot up as you take your vinyasa, your chaturanga. Come down to chaturanga. Both feet come onto the floor, tops of the feet. Curl your toes under. Lift the hips for downward facing dog. After our 3 breaths, we'll walk our hands back. Or you can go forward. I'm going to come back so you can see me. Fold in. Rise up right into your chair pose. This time we'll add our twist. Wide twist to the right, reaching our right hand back behind us. Left hand reaches forward, twisting our torso, keeping our hips forward. Come back through chair. Then we'll do the other side, twisting and come back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, walk out. Take a vinyasa, your high to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, point and flex. We'll speed that part up this time. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Maybe you flip your dog here, just letting the foot fall. You can shift forward a little bit so it's not that big of a fall. Maybe you reach and then come back to three-legged dog. Step forward, coming into your warrior one. Exhale your hands down, step back. Take your vinyasa, option to leave the foot up. Other side, inhale, lift the left foot, point and flex. Bend the knee, open the hip, maybe you flip. And then flip back over. Three-legged dog. Step forward. Dial the right heel down. Coming into your warrior one. Exhale down, step back. Chaturanga, foot up or down, option is yours. Three breaths here. Walk your hands back or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to chair. Exhale, wide twist to the right. Back through center. Exhale to the left. Coming back through center. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Walk your hands out. Take a vinyasa. Right leg lifts. Just speeding it up. Point and flex. Bend the knee, open the hip. Flip your dog if you want to, or stay here. And then step the foot forward. Dial the left heel, come into your warrior one. Exhale down. Step back, take your vinyasa. We have one more side. Inhale the left leg up, point and flex. Bend the knee, open the hip. Flip the dog if you want to. Unflip. Three-legged dog, step forward. Dial the heel, warrior one. Exhale your hands down, step back. Take your vinyasa. Lower your knees down wide, sit your hips back over your heels. Take a break. Working through distractions in life. It's hard. We have a giant distraction these days. 2020. You've got this. Yoga is amazing to process through the distractions. Again, whatever challenges you find yourself moving through on your mat can help you move through your challenges in life off your mat. So it is always a good thing to practice yoga just for that alone, besides all the other benefits that you get. Come to tabletop. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up high. Downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Walk your hands back or your feet up. You choose. You'll inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. Arms overhead, press your palms together. Exhale, your hands to heart center. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, either walk out or hop back. Take your vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up. Step it forward in between the hands. Leave the back heel off the mat. Inhale up to crescent pose. Right knee is bent, hips are square, left heel pressing back. Exhale, bring your arms back as you lean forward. Press the outside edge of your hand up and your palms towards each other, engaging your triceps and your shoulder blades, all the back muscles, all the things. Stay leaning forward, reach your arms forward. Thumbs go up. Bring your hands down, step back, take a vinyasa. We'll do that on the other side and we'll add on. Right leg lifts, step it forward. Inhale to your crescent. Step your foot out a little bit to get a better base, wider base, keep your balance. Exhale, swing your arms back, lean forward, draw the belly button in. No leaning on that front thigh. Reaching forward, holding. And then bring your hands down. Step back, take your vinyasa. Let's add on. Inhale the right leg up, step forward. Coming into your crescent. Arms come back, lean forward for lightning. And then reach the arms forward for thunder. Dial the back heel down. Do a half crescent moon. I don't know what you want to call that. Half arm circle. Coming into your warrior two. Arms out to a T, front to back. Looking over the right fingertips. Hips are open. Tailbone tucked under, lengthening through the crown of the head. From here, take the left hand, wrap it around your lower back, maybe grab on to the hip, flip your right hand, reach it forward, lift it up, chest up, look up, past the right fingertips. For reverse warrior. And then one more pose to add on before we do this on the other side. Exhale, bring your arm across your thigh like a plus sign. Swim your right arm past your ear. I don't know if you can see it. It's over top. You look up, extended side angle, looking up at your palm. And then bring your hands down, step back, take a vinyasa. We'll do that on the other side. I'll try to move back. So you can see, inhale, the left leg, step it forward in between the hands, rise up to your crescent. Arms come back, lean forward. Reach forward. Dial the back heel. And then just open your arms up to a T, opening your hips and your shoulders to the long side of the mat. Make sure your knees directly under your ankle in the front. Looking over your left fingertips. Wrapping your right arm around your lower back, grabbing onto your hip, flipping the left palm, reach and lift. Look up past your left fingertips. Exhale, bring your forearm across the thigh. Swim your right arm past your ear, looking up at your palm for extended side ankle. So don't let your body turn. Keep your heart open. Don't lean too much on that forearm. And then take a vinyasa, bringing the hands down to the mat, stepping back. High to low plank, up dog to down dog. We'll add on one more little section. Lift up that right leg, step it forward, coming into your crescent pose. Exhale to lightning. And then just reaching forward to thunder. Dialing the heel down in the back, the left heel, opening up to your warrior two, sinking in. Wrap the left arm around, grabbing on to something. Reach forward and up. And then exhale, bring your forearm across the thigh. Swim the left arm past your ear, look up at your palm. And then take this left hand and bring it right down next to your foot, peeling the back heel off the mat, reaching the right hand up. So you're twisting toward that right knee, coming into dragonfly twist. Look up at your fingertips again, continuing the twist all the way up to the top from tip to toe. That feels so good. Lower the back knee and just rise up, arms out to a T, twisting towards that right knee, keeping that twist. And then we have a big twist coming up. We're going to put all the way into, I'm going to back up a little bit, all the way into our right foot. We're going to stand up on our right leg and lift our left knee up in front of us, twisting the opposite direction, grabbing the knee with our right hand, reaching our left hand back, looking over our left shoulder, and then crossing the ankle, bringing our hands to prayer, sinking the hips. And then you can either step back and take a vinyasa, or you can straighten the standing leg. Bring the hands down, pause for a moment, and then step back, take a vinyasa. And we'll do that on the other side. Left leg rises. Step it forward, coming into your crescent pose. Arms come back, lean forward, lightning. And then stay leaning forward, reach forward for thunder. Dial the back heel down, open up to your warrior two. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Wrapping the right arm around the lower back, flipping the left palm, reaching it up. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm across the thigh, right hand swims past the ear. And then again on this side, take that right hand and place it down on the mat next to the left foot. Peel the right heel off the mat, squaring the hips, sweeping the left hand out and up, looking up past the left fingertips, pressing through the right heel, making a straight line with your body all the way up through the top of your head. Then lower the back knee. Keep yourself twisted just the way you are. You're just going to rise up. And then when you're ready, we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. All the weight's going to go into our left foot. We're going to stand up and lift our right knee in front of us and twist in the opposite direction, grabbing our knee with our left hand, reaching our right hand back, looking over our right shoulder. And then crossing our right ankle over our left thigh, sinking our hips. Hands come to prayer. And again, you can either step back, take a vinyasa, or straighten the standing leg as you fold down, taking a mini stretch here before you untangle your leg, step it back, taking a vinyasa. And then lower your knees down, sit your hips back over your heels. Take a moment to breathe, reconnect with your breath. You can kneel, get a sip of water, come into your tabletop, take some cat-cows, whatever you want here. Just take a moment, reconnecting with your body, checking in with your body, seeing how it feels, getting rid of any distractions that you may have, and focusing on the task in the present moment. Making short-term goals makes it easier to be successful. Focusing on each task and staying in the present moment. And if you're not in tabletop already, come into tabletop. Curl your toes under. We have one more little section of work here, and then we'll wind ourselves down. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up high. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. This time for real, everyone, walk your hands back to your feet. We're all going to start in the back of the mat. Roll up, and I'm going to show you. Just stay here while I show you. So you're either going to hop to the front of the mat, like so. Pause here. Take 3 little squat pulses, or we're all going to do the squat pulses, or you can leap yourself, just kind of bloop, do that, sink down, or you can just take a giant step, come into your squat. 3 pulses, hands come down, and again, option, hop back, don't dip down like that, I didn't mean to do that, or obviously you can also just step back, very, very nice and smooth. And then from here, we're going to take a side plank, dip our hip, back to plank, other side, dip. Now, if you're following the playlist, you know that the music just started, so we got to go. So walk your hands back. Here we go. Hop or leap. 3 pulses. Hands come down, hop or step back. Take a side plank, dip, other side, come back, walk your hands back, jump, pulse, hands come down, hop or step back. I'll step this time, take your side plank, dip the hip, come down, reset, and then go to the other side, dip, come back. We have about 5 more. Walk back, jump or step or hop. Oops, take your 3 squat pulses, and then hands come down. Hop or step back, side plank, dip the hip, come back up, and you can modify, put your knee down, still dip your hip, come back up, go to the other side, knee comes down, dip the hip, come back to plank, so that you can walk your hands back. And again, hands come down, step or hop back, plank, side plank, dip, back to center, other side, back to center, walk back. Let's do 2 more. Take your 3 squats. Hands come down, side plank dip, other side, walk back. We got 1 more. 1, 2, 3, hands come down, hop or step back, side plank, dip, back to plank. And stay here, lower the knees, swing the legs around front, Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Hands on the knees for now. Lean back, engage your core, keep your chest lifted. Hands come out. Lift the left foot, rotate, tap the left toe with your right hand, come back, make sure you're leaning back. Rotate, touch, rotate and touch. We're going to take this to the end. If you've had enough, go ahead and hug your knees and roll back onto your back. Keep it going if you can. Take a break and come back into it if you want. This song does go on forever, doesn't it? Still going. Sorry. Let's do 5 more, because that was 1. So we have 6 total. Sorry. 2 more. And, oh, that was it. See? We had this. We got this. I knew that going in. So, just roll onto your back, hugging your knees in. Maybe separate your knees, holding each knee in hand, widening the knees. Maybe if you want to come into Happy Baby, you can. If not, stay in your wide knee hug. Sorry that I don't want you to have to look at my butt. I don't want to do that to you. So we'll just hang out here in Happy Baby. Come back to your natural breathing if you haven't already. Maybe close your eyes. Notice how your body feels after doing that work. Can you feel the energy pulsing through your body still? The oxygen getting to every limb, every toe, every finger. Bringing nutrients throughout the body. Our life energy. And from here, lower your feet down. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. We may or may not have done this in my last class. I apologize if we did. Then we're going to reach our right hand through the window we just created and our left hand around behind the knee to grab and interlace the fingers and just gently pull your legs towards your chest. Maybe if you're flexible enough, you can reach your hands around front of the knee. Clasp your hands. And just get nice and comfy here. And if you haven't already, you can fast forward through the silent track. So you can hear some relaxing music, some Ed Sheeran. can breathe into the areas that still have tension. See if you can't get them to relax. That's why we're in here. Gentle suggestions to our body to lengthen and create space, to get rid of all the junk we need to get rid of, and just to create more movement and space in our body. And if you're fidgety, that's fine. Be fidgety, make it functional. Roll your ankle, both ankles really. You can roll both, and then switch directions. And then come to stillness. Notice the difference before and after doing those ankle rolls. And then we're going to lower that foot down, slide our right leg all the way over so we're crossing our legs. And then bring your arms out to a T and let your legs fall over to the left. Feeling that spinal twist. Pinning that top leg down so it doesn't pop up. So be careful, be kind. If it's too much, uncross the legs and just do a regular spinal twist. We'll just take a few more breaths here before we come back through center. So take one more big deep inhale, exhale, and then inhale your legs up, uncross them, grab the knees again, let your knees separate, grabbing one knee in each hand. And just rock side to side. Again, if you want to go into happy baby, feel free. Maybe you straighten your knees, grab your big toe, and you can straighten your legs. Getting a nice stretch through the hamstring, inner thigh. Oh, opening the hips up again in a different way. And then come down, soles to the feet on the mat, crossing the left ankle this time over the right thigh. Lift up the right foot, grab behind the knee or in front of the knee, whatever feels good in your body. If you have it available, you can reach in front of the knee and clasp your hands there and sit. And you can roll your ankle right away, coming to stillness, or you can wait a minute, sink into the pose, and then do a few ankle rolls, but then come right back to your stillness. Let the fidgets leave. Sinking into the stillness. And one side might be tighter than the other. Each side has its own life. Our bodies are asymmetrical. Roll your ankles if you're feeling fidgety. If you're not feeling fidgety, stay in stillness. And switch directions if you're rolling your ankles. And then come back to your stillness. And take a deep breath. Exhale. Sink a little deeper. Couple more breaths here. I hear birds. Lower the foot down, releasing the fingers. Crossing the legs all the way and letting the legs fall over to the right this time. Feeling that nice spinal twist. Again, if this is too much pressure on your back, too much pressure on your hips, uncross your legs and just take a regular supine spinal twist. Just a couple more breaths in this pose. And then lift on the inhale, uncross the legs. Walk your feet a little wider and just windshield wiper from side to side, loosening everything back up. Closing your eyes, extending your legs long on the mat, letting the feet fall open. Feel the difference of temperature between the mat and your body. See if you can notice the texture of your mat up against your body. And melt into it with each exhale. Start to invite small movements back into your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe take a deep cleansing breath here, in through the nose, fill all the way up. Exhale, open the mouth, audible sigh. Again, inhale through the nose, exhale, audible sigh. Just roll over onto your favorite side, bringing your knees in, resting your head in your hands. And stay there for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, push up to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat, eyes closed, hands on your knees. Focus on the space between your eyebrows. And keeping your eyes closed in your focus there. Inhale your arms overhead, press your palms together. Exhale your hands to heart center. All it can take to change your life is one flaming gutsy, sky-shattering decision to do something different than what you thought you had to do. Thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste. I hope you all have a great morning. I hope you like the playlist. If you want to sit and just feel the healing bowl vibrations, it always energizes me. Hopefully you can find the same energy from it. I hope you have a great day.